Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. Boost eggs, the social value layer.
And clips that be glowing, insisting on the daily. They bring Bitcoin news, Ethereum, Solana, and stacks another L2. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stand. From the underworld, the game has arrived, bringing the game to satisfy the hype. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. And clips that be glowing, insisting on the daily. They bring Bitcoin news, Ethereum, Solana, and stacks another L2. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stand. From the underworld, the game has arrived, bringing the game to satisfy the hype. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stand. From the underworld, the game has arrived. Bringing the game to satisfy the hype. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovate in the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are fat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are fat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. Keeps flowing and hunters tools they be showing. The AI guild keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and Stacks another L2. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stand. From the underworld, the game has arrived. Bringing the game to satisfy the hype. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovate in the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are fat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are fat. The leading L2 is making maxis look bad.
Let's go.
DeOrganized media keeps the mind share. Growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The hunters tools they be showing. The AI guild keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily they bring.
Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music. Another episode. This is awkward for me though. I'm not sure why that's off. We'll get to that another day. Good morning, my friends. It is Friday. We are through another week. One more day left to crush the week. Man, it's been a busy week for us. We did have record snowfall up in my neck of the woods. 38 inches. I'm still flabbergasted by that number. I can't, you guys don't know until you experience it. I could only have imagined until earlier this week. It was crazy. But we got through it. And on the tail end of that, we built our own AI BTC agent. Still trying to debug some stuff on that. Actually, look at something. I can't not look at it. I want to see what I'm getting for. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to just see what if I'm getting any error logs on my agent. Having some trouble with the message replies. I'm supposed to be replying for messages, and I'm keep getting rate limited. Now it's even sleeping for 10 minutes and still getting it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more debugging later. Somehow I'm gonna find some time in between hanging out with the missus on her day off today. It is Sip Show Friday. Don't forget, we are at 10:30. Hero will be coming, and Hero and Hattie, and we'll be talking about the latest with Sips. There's a few coming to vote soon, so you definitely want to tune in to that, get that information. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We're providing news and information, some education, hopefully some hopefully some entertainment, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. We say that every day because we mean it. We do talk about something. We're in the crypto space. We love Bitcoin. We love stacks. I love Ethereum, to be honest with you. I love a lot of projects. I'm happy with the development across the board. I do think that building on Bitcoin is the best long-term option if you're building in crypto, and Stacks facilitates that better than any other platform I've come across. That's why we focus on these things. It's for the building. We're not speculating on price. We talk about the price because that does reflect the health of the market and who might continue to build here and who might not. You know, that's what the price action means to us. So we're never telling you guys, we're never going to tell you to go invest in a project or to do something based on our opinions about anything. And it's important that you guys know that. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. We talk about the numbers here. We kind of help give you that information so that you can make your own decisions and do your own research. That's part of what we're here for. But it's up to you to do your research. And if you don't do your research and you're investing in stuff, that's not actually investing. It's gambling. Buying a lottery ticket and hoping you win, which is what lottery tickets are for. Hope. They're not an investment. So make sure you understand the difference before you start putting money into anything. Very important. That being said, let's take a look at the numbers this morning. Bitcoin coming in at 66.80, down 3%. It went up to that 68K range and came back down. Ethereum back down under 2,000. Fear and greed index still in extreme fear, although it's pushing just that fear side again. It can only stay down here for so long, by the way. It's only a matter of time, but I do think it's going to be a long grind back. I'm not anticipating. And again, do your own research. I could be wrong in both directions, by the way. Take a look at stacks. It's just around 26 cents this morning. 26.06. Not terrible. If we get significantly low below that 22-cent number, I would expect heavy buying, but it doesn't seem like there's a ton of buying going into anything right now. When that happens, most of my money flowing into crypto is going to go into the main BTC or SBTC on stacks that are in a little bit of yield. Top three gainers, Layer 0 making a little bit of a run. I think I have some of that somewhere. I'm not sure. Not anything significant. Stable, not familiar with. It's called Stable, but is it a stable coin? It's at 3 cents. That's weird. I'd probably stay way away from that. Decred, interesting. We have some friends in the Decred community. Shout out Decred. Some good friends in the Decred community through the Bitcoin Live decentralized broadcasting partnership. And good to see those guys getting a little bit of run. Holding on at 34. Decred's actually been doing well. It's 45 up 45% on the last 7 days, so it's been rocky. $34 for Decred is actually not bad. Not financial advice. I don't hold any Decred, by the way. A long time ago I did. I don't think I still have it though. I'm not sure where it would be if I do. So I don't have it. And maybe I have a notebook somewhere with some information about where I can find it if I do still have it, but I don't think I do. So let's take a look at Tenero. Tenero is the best place to go if you're looking to do some research on Stacks and Stacks tokens and other tokens throughout the Bitcoin ecosystem. L2, Spark, Citria, Sport Fund, and more to come. Runes, OpNet, and more as they develop and have a need, with some volume. Take a look. Leo up 6%. Nasty making a couple of days in a row, but we do have some nasty red on this chart. Valar taking a bath. A little bit of a correction on Welsh. Dog having a hard day. That might be related to the Magic Eden shutting down their Bitcoin and EVM support. It's a mixed day. There's some bright spots though. Leo with a 6% bump is nice. We like that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the news. Germany's AllUnity issues regulated stablecoin tied to safe haven Swiss-franc. Germany's AllUnity is bringing a Swiss-franc pegged stablecoin to market with a regulated posture aimed at institutions in compliance first usage. The strategic angle is bigger than one token. As stablecoins mature, the competitive battleground expands from which USD stablecoin wins into credible FX-backed rails, especially for European-based firms that want rules clarity, audited reserves, and settlement tools that plug into both traditional and crypto-native workflows. The Swiss franc, CHF, stablecoin specifically plays into safe haven instincts during volatility and could appeal to treasuries that want exposure away from USD concentration. If adoption follows, this is another marker that stablecoins are evolving into real financial infrastructure rather than just exchange collateral. Yes, stablecoins are making the way, and now it's not just dollar stablecoins anymore. The Swiss francs and others coming. Dollars is the one that everyone wants to transact in most, and it probably will remain that way for quite some time, despite what some of the hand-wringing on the global stage says. Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital posts $1.7 billion quarterly loss on BTC slump. Marathon reported a $1.7 billion quarterly loss, a headline that puts miner economics back under the microscope. That's a big loss. Even when parts of the loss are driven by accounting effects, the market impact is real. So the implication there is that there's some accounting effects that are causing this paper loss. However, mining remains a high beta, capital-intensive business that implies BTC swings and punishes inefficient operators, and that's how it should be. Yep, that's how the markets should work. Inefficient operators should not get bailed out, should not get supported. They should die and let that capital find more efficient functionality and better solutions in the marketplace. That's why a free market prevails over a planned economy that ends up with inefficient operators that they can't do anything with. The update reinforces the ongoing consolidation narrative. When conditions tighten, weaker balance sheets and higher costs, fleets feel pressure. While the strongest miners lean on scale, energy strategy, and treasury management to survive, for the broader ecosystem, miner financial health matters because it influences sell pressure, fundraising dynamics, and long-term hash power distribution. In short, the quarter is a reminder that BTC up only is not a miner strategy. Never will be. And execution and timing decide who stays standing. Execution and timing decide who stays standing. Means you got to pay attention. If you're running those kind of operations, you need to know when to cut, when to support, when to figure it out, when to pivot. can't just, twirl your thumbs and hope that the price is going to just go up. That's really anything you're doing in crypto. You have to hedge for the downtime. You know that there's going to be corrections. And the upside for people who are convicted in these space is never as high as you expect, and the downside is always worse than you expect. Ethereum Strawmap. Can Ethereum become the high-speed internet of value? Right? I think it might. A long horizon Ethereum vision frames the next several years as a push toward a faster, smoother, more scalable network, more high-speed infrastructure than experimental tech. The narrative centers on improving throughput and user experience while preserving decentralization commitments, which is the core balancing act for ETH's roadmap. Whether you agree with every milestone or not, this kind of forward plan shapes developer priorities and community expectations. Cheaper block space, better execution environments, and app experiences that can onboard mainstream users without friction. The market takeaway is that ETH is still positioning itself as the settlement layer for a wide range of applications, but credibility will be earned through delivery, not slogans. This is the type of roadmap talk that can either become a magnet for builders or a measuring stick for future disappointments. Suspected insider wallets rack up $1.2 million betting on ZachXBT's Axiom expose. That's weird. What are you betting on? Anyway, on-chain investigator chatter is pointing to a suspected insider trade that reportedly pulled $1.2 million, spotlighting the recurring information edge problem in crypto markets. The core issue isn't just that someone made money, it's what it implies about access coordination and the blurry line between legitimate research and exploitative advantage. A problem that has permeated traditional finance for at least decades. These stories spread, they tend to trigger a second wave. User demand transparency. Platforms face reputational pressure and teams get pushed to prove they aren't enabling behavior that would be punished immediately in traditional finance. This is also a reminder for everyday traders: when you're late to a moving narrative, there's a real chance you're the exit liquidity. You're almost always the exit liquidity on any project. Almost any project of the millions of projects in crypto. Most of them are just seeking exit liquidity. So there's a real chance you're the exit liquidity when these things happen. The healthy outcome is stronger norms and accountability, but the short-term reality is that volatility and opportunistic behavior thrive in thin markets. This was news from yesterday, although it's also topical this morning. Jane Street lawsuit fuels late double-digit pop in Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic jumped late after lawsuit-related headlines tied to Jane Street hit the tape, turning legal drama into a momentum trade. These moves typically run on narrative fuel first. Traders chase volatility, liquidity briefly returns, and price action can detach from fundamentals fast. The most important lesson is structural headline-driven pumps are often about positioning and reflexive trading, not long-term conviction. Don't trade based on that unless if you know and you're going to make some money, great, but you got to look at the ethical implications of dumping on somebody who doesn't know better, who thinks that they're actually getting into something that you know better. That doesn't mean there isn't opportunity, but it does mean timing and risk controls matter more than belief. Watch whether the story develops into sustained follow-through or fades once the initial news impulse is absorbed. For the show, this is a clean example of how crypto markets can reprice instantly on legal TradFi headlines, even for assets with heavy historical baggage. And last, I just want to let everybody know there is an opportunity. If you head over to Zealy and or the Stacks account, this was announced a few days ago now. Stacks is a $10,000 in STX giveaway opportunity. And all you have to do is go participate in Zealy Quest, and you have an opportunity to earn a share of that $10,000 available. Head over to Stacks. It's at Stacks or stacks.btc on X, and you can get started today. Some really great opportunities here. And huge shout out to the sponsors: Zest, Bitflow, Leather, Xverse, and Granite, supporting the ecosystem. That is the news. Let me actually just show you guys. If you guys aren't aware, the BFF Army is a place to learn, earn, and hodl. You go over a bunch of great information. You have courses produced by the community on all sorts of things around DeFi, on Bitcoin, how to use the hodl, how to set up your wallet, what are bins and bin steps. If you don't know these things, you can learn with all these little short chunks, small bits of information. Like this is a 4-minute video. This is a 3-minute, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, little bit 2 minutes here. And there are some longer ones too for more in-depth stuff. Like this is a 12-minute video. This is 10 minutes. You know, these do provide tons of value. If you're looking to get more interested in DeFi without the cost involved in learning, because if you're learning hands-on, you're spending money to learn, and it can be very expensive lessons. This is a great way to start. BFF.army. Head over there now. Put out by our amazing friends over at Bitflow. Bitflow.finance is the top DEX on Stacks. If you're looking to trade BTC, SBTC, Runes, STX, tokens, and more, head over to bitflow.finance. With that, I am going to bring on the homies. I might need to.
Good morning.
Wait a minute. Man, they're making this harder and harder to do the production. So there's no way. Like I just have to do this first, and then I can't. How you doing today, brother?
Happy Friday, peace. Happy Friday. Feeling good. I'm feeling bullish. Feeling blessed. Yeah, happy Friday, man. TGIF.
Nice. We got 300 in the house.
GM, what's good? Hope you well. Hope you good.
I'm hanging in there. I like that we coordinated with the blue color scheme this morning. GP, what's up? You know what though? If you're gonna buck the trend, at least you got that nice Stacks hoodie on. There's nothing wrong with that.
Big facts. I love the Stacks hoodie. It's my go-to hoodie. It's so.
I haven't seen mine in the rotation. It's a little thinner, so this time of year it almost is like I gotta go with one of my like ink or my thicker. Yeah, it's cold out here. It's still cold. So, I have almost the exact same hoodie, and which I think you almost stole it in Vegas. I was like, you're like, no, it's definitely mine. I was like, like 10 minutes later, like, this is actually yours.
Is that sunshine outside? How's the snow situation now?
It got warmer yesterday, so a lot of it's melted down. But like my backyard's still a sheet of snow. Like there's just heavier snow that's packed down already because we've been walking on it, taking the dog out, and then there's like thicker snow that is now like all ice on top, so it doesn't break when you walk on it. It's interesting, right? It's a different kind of experience for sure. We also got Tinderly in the house. What's up, Tinderly? How you doing?
What's up?
Tinderly, you with us? Tinderly's been in here since before. I dropped into the studio to get everything set up before the stream. Tinderly was already in here.
So we can say he's no longer with us.
He passed out. So he's been waiting. He's passed out doing something there. He's playing some video games.
Yeah.
What is that, GP?
Yeah, probably. Oh, he got a new guy.
Is that a ninja with something? What are we looking at?
Ninja.
Oh, it's a blue ducky.
It's a blue ducky.
Someday GP's gonna.
Oh,
GP's definitely getting
collector.
He got the ducks already.
I mean, this guy, he's got it going on, dude. Do you know this guy?
So you can put him in your dashboard.
He's right here, man. He's
No
he's
swag
content
guy,
creator.
bro.
He's got it going on, and
Ooh.
he's new to the ecosystem. I just onboarded him right via DeOrganized.com. He's setting up his profile right now.
What is BNS? What is BNS?
Fatduck.btc.
Hold on a minute. Is that already taken? Because if it's not, Fat Duck, that might be the best.
BTC. Let me see. BNS.1 for my BNS and see if there's a .stx.btc or.
Wait.
The BNS sniper got it already.
I don't know. I might not have. I had to log in. My transaction is My transaction is submitted. I got it. I'll send it to you.
BTC. Let's go. Let's go. He's a
content
creator,
bro.
Got it. Pays to stay in the
that's reserved for GP. I'll send that to you whenever you want.
Hope you guys are paying attention and staying in the know. Fat Duck is coming. Let's go.
Fat Duck is like a really cool like clothing brand,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Fat Duck.
Name of my girlfriend's son's robotics team. He's in Vex Robotics. They do all sorts of crazy competitions.
Nice.
So Fat Duck, I'm trying to bring some awareness to their team.
Is that the name? Is Fat Duck the name of their team? Is Fat Duck?
Fat Ducks, yes. So pretty cool. And this came from his robotics competition. That's Fat Duck right there.
Cool beans. Dig it.
Let's go.
Guys, I have to
Let's go
for a minute. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Sounds good. So 3, did you see that ZachXBT news? He's like doing he's deep diving into, like, he's a sleuth. He will find out if there's any shady business going on. And it looks like Axiom, also Jane Street kind of crashing Terra Luna. I don't know, like there's a lot of these different, market crashes that are kind of being dived into at the moment. And it looks like Terraform Labs, is suing Jane Street. So I'm wondering what the space looks like whenever we have all of these entities that are wishing to bring like harm to our space, kind of hemmed up and held accountable. It looks like BTC got a pump on this kind of news. We're up this week, along with the rest of the market. So, and
I also saw that, and I saw Trump saying that everybody's wallet is going to be green. Hopefully, it's going to be like so. Expecting to be bullish because January and February were crazy, bro. Trust me, bro. It was crazy.
So it looks like January, like in the months like that preceded January, like just mainly flat with as far as like metrics or wallets, transactions in the Stacks ecosystem. And in February, a big breakout of unique active wallets as well as transactions. So it's looking really good. I'm wondering, I've asked this question a couple times and had this conversation. How many of those wallets do you think are AI agents that are acting autonomously and just handling their business on their own for their users? So
I'm
thinking
70%. 70%.
70%. Yeah, it's got to be a lot of them. This is the future. I feel like we're going to be able to come to our desktop, phone, wherever, like whatever device that you log in with on the regular. You're going to be able to prompt your agent and be like, or even it'll recognize that you're there and pop up and say, hey, these are the moves that I've made for you while you rested, and this is what you need to do to secure your profits. So I'm feeling like this is what things look like in the future. Everything's going to be autonomous, and we're going to be able to do the things that we like to do instead of what we need to do.
And that future is not that far.
It ain't. You can think about it. You know, especially speaking about robotics today, they have those Tesla bots and those other, you know, Boston Dynamics and all of these coming on robotics and giving it a shell, so to speak, you know, like a way to move around first IRL. These robots are doing kung fu. They're doing like crazy, like flips and parkour. They're replicating any type of kung fu to a T, you know.
So what they are showing us, I think it's the surface, but what do you think about what they are not showing us? Because I'm sure they got some things they are not showing us that AI is doing, and those bots, bro, we wouldn't want to know what's behind the scenes, what's being cooked behind the scenes.
Yeah, I saw a post like yesterday or the day before about how in defensive, like if you give AI the keys to like defending the country, like 21 out of 25 times it ended in a nuclear, like they launched nukes, the AI at this point. So I don't know, man. It's pretty scary, especially seeing that the Pentagon is kind of pointing fingers at Anthropic and thinking of deeming it a supply chain risk. You know, so they've given Anthropic until sometime like early March to surrender and you know, comply. So I don't know what it looks like, man. You know, the government wants to get on the technology, so you know they'll do anything in their power to you know, get the keys, so to speak.
So I bet it'll be nerfed when the government gets their hands on it. I bet it'll be nerfed, right? Because people are now building agents that are doing so much more. So just imagining what will happen when the government have their hands on the API and the keys and what goes on. So yeah, hopefully we're not going to be in a cyber war anytime.
Same, dude.
Cyber is much dangerous.
Yeah, you know, and this is the direction that we're headed, right? You know, everybody and their mom is like exploring this AI tooling. You know, I want to be able to use it myself. I hope that the government doesn't step in and say, hey, it's not okay for you guys to be doing this, and then like restrict our act, right? I feel like we're on the cusp of a like technological boom where everybody can, you know, build their own applications, and even in real time too, you know, like say you need an application to, you know, quickly add something up and then drop ship to, you can do that in real time almost. So like I'm feeling like you know, everybody if you're a creative in this space right now, it's for you. It's really good if you've got the ideas.
Yeah. You know, bro, the AI is moving very fast, and also the tools that are being shipped, especially Seedens, bro. Look at how far we came now. I remember a few months back, we used to see AI creating slop videos where The Rock was eating rocks, Will Smith type of thing that was deformed. But now it has the ability to make something like people can watch. And speaking about who are this side of the world, some don't even tell what's real and what's AI. Even I was crashing out about AI. He was saying that now we're getting to a point where you don't know what's real and what's fake. So yeah, we get into that, bro. That
yeah, it's crazy to think that somebody may spin up an agent that is tasked with feeding the populace propaganda and they will not be able to identify that it is created by AI and completely deep faked, right? And people are going to be able to spin their narratives a little bit easier. So it's a little bit scary. I wanted to, like, I've got my machine, my old machine. It's pretty capable, right? So I'm going to clear it out. And then I'm also going to, you know, spin up new accounts and all of that stuff. And I'm actually going to install COD on the machine and then give it access and see what I can do with it, you know, and have a personal AI agent. But I want to, like, I'm treading so carefully. I want to have it on a completely different machine. And I need to email best practices.
Or even set up new emails that are not connected to you.
Exactly. I don't want to be the head of AI security for Meta and get all of my emails drained, which actually happened. Started deleting all of the emails, and then you know, out of nowhere she's like saying stop, like prompting it to stop, and it just continues. It digs in and goes even deeper, you know, to the beginning of her email history, starts deleting that too. And then finally she says like, hey, you know, you did this and this was wrong. And it's like, yes, I know, you know, I know, and I'm sorry. Imagine what we're gonna do
imagine
in the future.
Imagine, yeah, bro. Imagine if AI goes into the wrong hands, like criminals. It goes into the police database and deletes all the criminal records that are in there and stuff, bro.
No good. You need to keep it from the, you know, those that wish to bring us harm, because it is a very powerful tool. Next thing you know it, the government's gonna say, hey, we gave access to Claude and gave it to OpenClaw, and then it deleted the Epstein files. Yo, so we gotta be careful.
Imagine.
Gotta be careful, dude.
They'll be like, OpenClaw deleted all the Epstein files. We got no backup.
Yo, so I did see this teaser on the timeline on the Bitflow handle. Seeing this is pretty exciting because they are working.
Let's check it out.
The HODL right? So we've got Dylan, that is at Dylan _ here. It was at Stacks Developer, so it looks like I changed his at here, but counting down from 7 and then now Bitflow saying 6. Is this the lead up to the HODL launch? You know, I'm feeling like 6 days out from now is the 3rd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like the 3rd or the 4th of March, which is early next week, mid next week. Do we see the launch of the HODL? Is this what we're doing? This would be a good prediction market for stacksmarket.app.
Oh, so it's almost ready.
Yeah, dude. You know, we have been doing office hours, you know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, kind of getting together with the diff boot camp instructors and, you know, getting prepared for the launch of HODL. And now seeing this on the timeline, you know, kind of like a little teaser, like, hey man, you guys get ready. It's you know, it's this close. So really looking forward to it. I do think that, you know, liquidity provision is something of it's very important. So that we have this type of innovation surrounding that with Bitflow and Bitcoin capital markets, it's needed, right? We need, you know, the HODL, this concentrated liquidity engine, so that we can have lower slippage and or lower price impact on our trading, you know. So I feel like this is gonna be really cool to see the you know, traders in this ecosystem. I remember whenever everybody was trading memes and we had the meme coin boom here in the ecosystem, we had more activity than ever. You know, this is going to be good for those type of traders and speculators, you know, the people that are bullish on stacks long term and looking to take on more risk within the ecosystem. This is cool, man. This is cool, and I think it's very intuitive. You know, once you get your hands on the HODL, I've been, you know, kind of practicing and playing with the charts and providing some ideas. Once you get your hands on it and play with it, you realize like how advanced it is. It is so ahead of the curve. So looking forward to this one, man.
Same here, Brody. Looking forward to what's going on here on Stacks. And it seems like we are in a good place, bro. We have been here through the thunderstorms, through each and everything, bro, that was going on, but we are still here. And looking at what these companies and Stacks doing, they are making this space a better space, because they could have just left and built somewhere, but they are still here building on Stacks and also creating these amazing tools that we are using, and which are going to bring in more people to the ecosystem.
Yes, dude. Yes, like I feel like it's upgrade after upgrade after upgrade right now. We've got the launch of HODL coming up. Apparently, it's looking very, very lovely. We had some countdowns from the creators and co-founders of Bitflow there for the HODL. We got ZachXBT that launched this week, which they've got a very cool campaign going on Task On right now. They've got $1,000 up for grabs between several different winners on Task On. So paying attention to that. Also, there's a $300 Leo giveaway going on, as well as another different giveaway for a Rider 1. So there's a lot of incentivization surrounding going and checking out ZachXBT. And then other stuff too. Like I saw Manib on the timeline talking about, hey, like transacting with Bitcoin anonymously, that's being worked on. But right now we're kind of working on L1 staking, so that's definitely very, very bullish. I feel like everybody's pushing on all fronts right now. I feel like everybody's got their nose to the grindstone.
So
and innovation.
I got a question.
Is massive. Yeah, what's up, man?
How does it work? Like transacting on Bitcoin and being anonymous also?
So they're working on a privacy layer. They've been kind of hush about it so far, right? But they did announce it. So Manib, said like, hey, we are going to be working on a privacy layer. That's when all the Zcash stuff, ZEC was taking off. So they did see the value in having that privacy layer for Bitcoin. So it is being worked on, as well as a payments layer. So there's also a payments layer, like Lightning style payments for BTC being built for Stacks as well. So those two things were announced and kind of spoken about within some town halls. So it's very, very exciting to see that type of stuff being tackled as well. It lets me know that these developers are they're grade A developers, right? They are learning and looking to bring more programmability to Bitcoin, and they're looking for new use cases for Stacks. We have dual stacking. Incentivizing Bitcoin holders to peg their BTC into this ecosystem and earn a base yield, and then gain exposure to STX. So proper incentivizations for the ecosystem are there. We have new grants programs. It's a lot to keep up with. But damn, if it isn't cool, it feels like our developers are aligned and thriving and building, and anybody that wants to build here can. Permissionless, borderless, Stacks.
Yeah, there's no gatekeeping here in this ecosystem. Anyone can just come in, get familiarized with the ecosystem, and they can build. And I've seen a lot of builders grow in this ecosystem, and they've created something. I've joined again.
300 back in the chat again, and this is the I was talking about here. So call me Hutch. Or Hunch. Do we make SBTC private? Manib replies here with some work on stealth addresses for R&D roadmap after Bitcoin staking. Right now, Bitcoin staking is the focus. So looking like that is like, you know, their main focus is working on Bitcoin staking, and then you know, stealth addresses after, you know, maybe soon after Bitcoin staking. I know that Q1 has been very, very busy for this ecosystem, and we're moving into you know, the third month of the year, the last month of Q1. So I'm expecting a lot of shipping this month, a lot of the devs to be, you know, putting what they've been working on out there.
I feel like the year starts in March right now, because I've seen in January companies will be doing some prep work. February, the companies will be recovering from the finances they used in January to cover, even to cover and pay for some of the stuff, how the year is gonna be. So March, I feel like it's where everything starts, and it ends around October or some.
You feel like everybody like starts to really ship in March, you know, like the first 2 months of the year, they're kind of getting everything organized and, you know, the plans laid out, and then boom, March, they start to push the buttons, the go button.
Yeah, that is why it's called March. It's marching time.
Yes, sir. We're all we're all ants marching in our own way, but you know, I feel like yes, it is time to get it moving and get mobilized and activated. There's a lot.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and also, yeah, I just want to say a big shout out to you for making that short form of content. It's easily digestible, and people can easily get acquainted with the ecosystem and what's going on a short form of content, because, you know, people are lazy these days, bro. They they can finish a 1 hour video, but they can look at that short form of content, and also the memes will get them grabbed and engaged. And whoever come up with memes, bro, is a genius.
Well, memes,
that one is a big.
Memes are the new way to communicate. It's a new form of communication. I feel like, you know, people will catch different references. Some memes will go over people's heads, you know, but like if you're to know about a topic, you'll be like, like the Drake meme, you know, it's like, you know, he's going like this, and then he's like, you know, so like I feel like, you know, using these different communications, it feels like you're more connected. You know, it's like, hey, if you had a little bit of alpha and then somebody else had the alpha as well, you come together and then meet together, like you have that sense of connection. It's like, oh, I knew exactly what he was saying there. So, you know, I've been getting a little bit better at memeing, you know, and experimenting with putting the memes in my videos. I feel like
and
flash it up on the
you're so fast
real quick, keeps them right here.
You're so fast with the memes again, and I like how you are the first person who got that Lil Pump meme.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was on the timeline scrolling, and I saw all we need for Bitcoin, and I saw a picture of Lil Pump. I was like, I'm gonna engage with. He got me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's something that will get people engaged, and also. Now, what I want to tell people is just do whatever you can, however you can, because you can't keep up with the algorithms changed. Now I saw that X is saying that they are pushing 6 posts only from you and comments, and after that, all those posts will be like nothing. So yeah, we can just do whatever we can, however we can, because now it seems like they are limiting us from making more tweets. Because they're saying only 6 tweets will do well per day, and then the other tweets that you're gonna make will be a bunch of, I don't know, nonsense to them. So
it's weird.
We can just do whatever we can.
It's weird, you know, like that they're limiting the amount of posts that they're going to push out to the algorithm. It's kind of strange. So I guess they're trying. You need to have like a good amount of like replies and like, you know, other ways to engage the timeline. You know. In 6 posts a day isn't a whole lot. You know, it's only a couple, one post every couple hours.
6 posts. It's So little. Yeah. So compared to other platforms like FB, TikTok, they are begging you to make more posts because they want people to keep on being on their timelines, being engaged. So I don't know what they are trying to prove here on X, but anyways, it is what it is. Anyone can do whatever they want with their toys.
Especially when you're like one of the most wealthy people in the world, right? You can do what you want. You're a multi-billion-dollar social media platform that you're trying to use to set yourself up against the other billionaires. I mean, that's really what it's for, right? I don't know that he's altruistic so much as he's just good at strategizing, right?
No, this is what they're trying to do. Let me show you exactly what they're trying to do, Peace. Like, check this out. This is the end goal right here, guys. I don't know if you saw this video, but I have to show you. This. Check this out. So, the goal for the billionaires.
By 2030, almost 80% of people had lost their jobs.
They had no money, no purpose, but they had a lot of time on their hands.
The less people actually did physical work, the more they wanted to appear as if they did.
What if we could use the energy of humans to power the machines that took away their jobs?
Energem solved our need for energy and your need for purpose.
This is the type.
By 2030, almost 80%.
Charging the batteries and the magnets is what we're going to be doing.
The batteries and magnets.
I think these are the type of ads they'll play on Jeffrey Epstein's island, bro.
Oh no, Steve. It sounds like your mic is like a little far.
Check.
Jeffrey Epstein, bro.
Is that a little better?
That's a little better.
Yeah.
A little bit for sure.
Or Jeffrey Epstein, because you can say the full name, you don't know the consequences.
There we go. Yeah, that sounds much better, dude. But yeah, like, it solves our need for energy and your need for purpose. Energem, crazy work, and it had Jeff Bezos, it had Elon, and they're all in cahoots together.
Sam Altman.
Yeah, they're all in cahoots, dude.
Yeah,
they gotta be. So that was actually. So I've been through our partnership with Nick at Bitcoin Live. I am acquainted with Monty Greenspan from Quantum Economics, Quantum Expeditions, and the group over there. They joined us for that election show way back when. Monty's been on a bunch of times. Doug Hardwick, who's the head of the Quantum Expeditions project, is on, and they do a regular space. They do spaces every day, but they've been doing a regular space that I try to jump into every Thursday. And they're very heavy on the Epstein thing, and a lot of the conversation is, why isn't still there's like almost no arrests and nothing's being done, and so the focus of the people that are interested in actually focusing on this at all is, when are there going to be arrests? When are people going to be brought to justice for this? And I think that misses. This isn't a new thing. Like, the information that's been released to the public isn't new information. That information's been around for quite some time, decades. The government's had this information for a long time. Jeffrey Epstein was originally imprisoned in Florida in 2008. It's almost 20 years ago. And he was given a slap on the wrist sentence, not because there wasn't evidence against him. The DA from Florida that was in charge of putting him in jail said flat out, he was told to back off because Jeffrey Epstein belongs to intelligence. That means, without a shadow of a doubt, that the apparatus that runs our government doesn't care about crime. They don't care about justice. They don't care about doing the right thing. And they are corrupted to the core. Our apparatus doesn't work. It's a big problem. And all they really have to do is send a couple of people to jail and tell everybody through their media apparatus that everything's okay. We took care of this now. And everyone will forget about it again. In 2 years, you won't hear about Jeffrey Epstein ever again. Or for
just one fall guy can take the fall for everybody's crimes. It's just insane, dude.
No one went to jail for the 2008 financial crisis. That was we have this knee-jerk reaction in our society that if you bring up these subjects, if you bring up the fact that the banking establishment colluded to engage in activities that nearly collapsed our entire economic system globally in 2008, nobody got in trouble. You're told they use the word conspiracy as if that's a way to diminish your credibility. You're talking about a conspiracy. What is a conspiracy? Does anyone know what a conspiracy is? A conspiracy is a situation where two or more people get together to plan to do things that are illegal. We're led to believe that word means that you're crazy. You can never accuse two people of conspiring to do something without being labeled as crazy. As if people don't ever conspire to do bad things. It never happens. So if you bring it up, you're just crazy. Why would that narrative, why would that idea persist in a broad society? Because it's run by conspirators. That's why.
That's conspiracy inception, dude.
It's run by conspirators. The whole thing is a conspiracy. There has been a long-going conspiracy to undermine the public mechanisms to control our society. And it's so obvious.
There's a puppet master who's controlling his puppets.
There's a group of people that are privileged and exist beyond the scope of governance, which relegates all of us to not actually being free people. We are chattel. We belong to them. They control our governing mechanism. They let us believe we actually have any meaningful input, that we are a free society, but we are not.
You will own nothing and be happy. Right? You have a mortgage. You are the tenant of the bank's home.
If they want to take anything from you, they can at any time.
Yeah.
And their court system can't even bring a guy like Jeffrey Epstein to justice because they have no intentions of promoting justice. They just want to maintain control. And that control is over us. We don't control our government. It controls us. And it controls us for people that exist beyond the scope of our government. And it's a big problem. And we're worried about cult of personalities. Biden, Trump, Harris, Obama. None of those people matter at all. Nothing Trump does actually changes the world stage. He's a prop to distract people, just like the rest of them. It's to get people to buy in. You either hate them. It doesn't matter what they're going to do as long as they're controllable. Trump is very controllable, by the way. And or they have to be controllable and or polarizing so that they will do what you tell them to do and they will piss off half the people to get them to agree to the other side of things. And that's the system I've been observing that I realized has been in place since my late teens. There's nothing.
That's why they killed JFK, man. We talked about secret society.
He was gonna, JFK was gonna rein in the CIA.
Yeah.
The intelligence establishment is how they influence their control. The CIA gets to work in a black budget. They don't get, there's no transparency. It's secret. The idea that we have state secrets, you can't have privacy from the state. You're not allowed to keep secrets from the state, but the state can keep secrets from you. What is the dominant position in that relationship? The state. We are not free.
It's a facade. I'm gonna move to a very remote location, and they still track you down. You have somebody knocking on your door and be like, hey, you got these taxes that you gotta pay.
They'll get you in Carolina, they'll get you in Zimbabwe, they will definitely get you in Rhode Island. I will
everywhere, bro.
Right here. Get you. They will get you. They will get you.
Like they're
So
getting others.
Talking a little bit about some transactions on Stacks. It's looking pretty lovely. It looks like metrics across the board are looking very lovely. Just changing it up a little bit here. Are you paying attention, Anon? Contract deployments are at the highest they've been since March 2023. Transaction volume is as high as it's been since January 2024. New Stacks wallets are at the highest they've been since April 2024. Active Stacks accounts are the highest they've been since June 2024. Transaction fees are the highest they've been since December 2024. What do the builders know? So it kind of leans back into what you were saying, 3, that March is the ship it, the beginning of the fiscal year, and these builders are getting ready for ship it season. I was kind of covering how Dylan from Bitflow was doing a countdown, and Bitflow Handle also did a countdown. It looks like they're getting ready for something. They've been working on HODL MM, launch of ZachXBT to take off.
I believe the launch date is, I could be wrong, but I believe the launch date is targeted for the 4th.
Ooh, a little alpha there. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see these types of metrics kind of taking off, and more activity within our ecosystem. We're seeing I've seen some new names kind of asking questions. So that's very encouraging to see that new people, new entrants to the ecosystem are getting situated and positioning themselves with these launches. These are the early alpha hunters. These people are ahead of the curve, and then the rest will follow. So we're starting to see the early people that are keeping their ear low to the ground, asking questions. So I feel like this is a big catalyst for the system. What do we think? We've got prediction markets on Bitcoin. We could put a new prediction market out. We're working on.
There will be a new prediction market out this morning. Although I like some of the stuff that ICE has been sending me. They got stuff coming out for Formula One racing, and they're going to be getting into a lot more into the sports markets and stuff like that. So they do have a ton of markets on there right now that are open. You guys can definitely go play around. Just remember, as anything, there is a risk of loss. You are betting, so you have an opportunity to lose and or win. Someone will lose and someone will win. Bet responsibly. That's the word. We just don't want anyone to get hurt. That's all. But you can go in and spend a little bit of stacks, play around with it, learn how to, manipulate, not manipulate, but learn how to use the platform is really what I was talking about. How to navigate your way through the platform, use the tools, how the betting works. You can bet with as little as 1 STX, that's 25 cents. So you can play with this. I would recommend starting with low amounts of money, get on there, learn how to use it, and then we will have some opportunities down the line too, where we might incentivize some participation through the website and stuff like that down the line too. There's all sorts of stuff coming, and that's what one of the posts by Stacks the other day, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had to do with what 2026 is the year of whatever or whatever, and it ended up being I responded, 2026 is the year of the Bitcoin builder. That's what's happening right now. There are so many people building on Bitcoin through stacks, especially with X402, with the passkey technology, that Clarity 5 coming out. You're going to be onboarding in much easier ways. With all of these build-a-thons and hackathons happening, people are building out real tools, real infrastructure that are going to basically merge. I know we're talking about we've skipped Web 3 and went to Web 4, but what we're really doing is kind of abstracting away the difference between Web 2 and Web 3 for the human user experience, while we're also building a Web 4 that's creating the agent experience on chain as well, and the agent commerce experience. And this is happening right now as we speak. And it's only going to continue. Like, there's nothing that's going to come along that's going to end this. The price action's already garbage, and we're still contributing. We're still building. We're building more than we ever have. I was debugging in the middle. I had to jump off to do some stuff with the dog had an appointment, and she actually just came back, and the appointment was supposed to be for like 15 minutes from now. So I hope he didn't go into the pet store and act like a hooligan and got kicked out.
Buddy, I can imagine like going down the aisles and like picking up every single tool. Ooh, what's this? What's that? Like,
it might have been banished from the way she came in. She came in very quiet, but that's why. So I had to jump off because I had to put his prong collar on because she can't control him without a prong collar. There's no way. I was a little concerned. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should just have them finish the show. I was like, no. And then in between, I was like, all right, let me just debug one debug process with my agent.
Soon you'll be
your coding journey.
Soon you'll be sending your agent to do all the work for you.
I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. We're I don't know how soon that'll actually be.
My old
my
machine
is gonna definitely look like Hana in the AI BTC in the STX AI. We're gonna be hanging out on top of buildings. Me and my agent.
Yeah. Agent
my
3.
old machines, and I'm about to wipe it and set up new accounts and stuff, like build an email, and I'm gonna be downloading Claude to it, and then setting up an OpenClaw agent, dude, on the old machine. I'm kind of scared. I want to keep it completely separated from the new machine, and my files I've been porting over, kind of going through all of those files on the old computer.
Yeah, you definitely want to have it. Like I used, because we have a railway service that we're using for the website, I could leverage that to containerize it and put it in mine in the cloud. I don't even know if that's really still like a best practice anyway. I don't know if that actually separates it from my computer, because I still have to access it from here somehow. So I don't blame you though. I think that having a separate device to build it all on locally, and then connect that to the network is definitely the way to go. It's
so like I am,
like you said. I heard you say earlier, you do not want to end up like the Facebook chief of agent security or whatever the hell. How do you have? These guys are running our world, guys. This is the fucked up part. These idiots are in control of us. They manipulate our society, and they do the government's bidding. They're liars, and man, it's just stressful for me.
And they're these same people are the people that are not knowing how to like follow their own rules, right? The head of AI security, the one that is establishing the best practices for Meta.
By the way, I can easily see how you can give Claude too much control and have it be doing stuff for you, because I've let it have access to my browser, and it can be very efficient that way. But then all of a sudden it starts changing code, and it doesn't quite know what it's supposed to do, and it's in the main branch, and it's like, no, we're not in the main branch. We're in a branch, not the main repo. And what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'll stop making these changes. Like, switching pages without
It's
talking
best-
to you.
It's basically you've got body in your machine and in your real world.
Guys, give me 1 second. I want to check in with see what the status is on the puppy, and I'll be right back.
Yeah,
We are right
yeah.
here.
So yeah, that is what I'm
So
saying.
we're getting ready for. Oh, go ahead.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead,
that
please.
is what
Sorry.
I'm saying. That he's handling body in real life and also on his machine. So it's more like a toddler.
Got a
that-
buddy in the
Yeah. So you are handling a toddler when you are working with open claw. So sometimes it doesn't even know what to do. You have to tell it and teach it.
give it some direction, right? So yesterday I had soccer practice, and the kids, they must have been like tired from school, like must have been a difficult school week or whatever it may be, but they were just having trouble like listening. So we drilled the whole time. Like, you know, I was trying to teach them about, you know, the topics for yesterday were how to in-ball the ball correctly. You know, you got to keep those 2 feet on the ground. You know, 1 foot can't come up, or you're going to get the whistle blown at you, and they're going to give the ball to the other team, which happened several different times in our first game. So we drilled that, and then also taught them about the center back positions, right? The ones that hang back by the goalie and kind of help out with defense, and how that is the last line. They are the last line of defense if you're in this position. So, you know, but going further than that, you know, you don't want to teach them too much. You want to make sure that they can maintain the information. You don't want to give them information overload. So that's what we drilled on yesterday. But like, you know, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But you have to, I guess, open claw is a lot like these young minds. You're right. It's like buddy. You have to give them direction. You have to help them learn in the right direction, or else it has the potential to go haywire, and then you don't have anything organized at all.
And you lost all of your emails.
And you've lost all your emails. Yeah, there's no going back. So hopefully, you know, this game, you know, we got another game on this Saturday. We're gonna do much better. We're gonna have less calls. You know, it seemed like the ref was like only blowing the whistle at us, even though the other team was doing the exact same
What's the
thing.
call for that? I'm a
Yeah.
little confused as to what the call is. What do you mean you have to keep both your feet on the ground? How do you run? How do you kick?
So when you're inbounding the ball, you've got to hold the ball
when
like
you're
this with
throwing
both
it.
hands. Throw it
Okay.
like this, and you've got to keep both
You
feet
got
on
to
the
keep
ground.
both feet on the ground, and you can't twist your. Okay, it has to go right over your head.
Yeah, you can't like one hand throw it.
Right.
You gotta
Two hands
you
on
gotta,
the
like,
ball. They both have to be on either side of the ball. One can't be behind the ball, and you have to keep both feet on the ground. So you put your left if you're left-footed or right if you're right-footed, when you throw and you step forward with your left foot and you drag your right toe. So you drag your toe. So you don't have to stand with your feet together. You can move your feet. They just can't come off the ground.
Yeah, they got to be touching the ground. Yeah. So, and another like little trick that I learned that I saw the other coach doing was like, if you're having trouble keeping both of those feet on the ground, cross your legs, and that way you're not tempted to kind of move one of those feet off the ground, like bring one up, because like, you know, that's the whole motion, you know. So just getting them trained to think like keep those feet planted is the biggest
Yeah,
thing.
but
at
it's
this
not even
stage.
what you really want to have them do, brother, is step and then drag. So it's like they're actually get momentum. They also can't put their head down either. They can't put their head down and throw it. So the ref probably wasn't being a stickler. You guys just weren't. You didn't have the right mechanics for the throw in, and he should have been at that point, at that age level. That ref should be actively coaching the kids in the.
Yes, not just blowing
Right.
the whistle and saying the other team's ball. Like, come on, man. It got to the point to where like my brother-in-law's my brother-in-law's father was like, "Yo, dude, what y'all doing?" And you don't want to mess with him, man. Like he'll tell you, man, real quick. You know, so it's like you know, the same things happening with the other team, and it just seemed like the only calls she saw were on my team. And also, you know, I was having to go out there and get them positioned and stuff, you know, whereas the other team was just like, here's where I'm supposed to be whenever we score a goal or, you know, etc. So I was working on getting them like, hey, these are the positions. This is where you need to be whenever we're setting up. If a goal happens or if the ball goes out. So just really focused and honed in this past practice. And it seemed like the kids were absorbing the information. So we'll see what happens Saturday.
We'll see. We'll be ready. That's for sure.
We'll see.
Slide tackle. I know there's no slide tackling at that.
There's no slide tackles, dude.
What do you mean we can't slide tackle? Oh, I didn't know.
And my nephew's a beast. He tries to do that. He tries to like go after the ball, slide tackle.
Well, you know what he can do? He can get in front of somebody, turn sideways, put his foot sideways right in front of the ball, and kind of hip check him. That'll work.
Yeah. See, you know, we're thinking in the right direction because, like, I tell, like, whenever it's just me and him and we're practicing and he's going after the ball trying to grab it from me and stuff, like, I tell him get physical, right? You know, just because you can't use your hands doesn't mean that you can't play very physically.
You can hand check
so,
you can hand check the player too. You can't shove them. If you come up to somebody, you know, you come up at somebody, right? I'm coming up at you, and I put my foot down to the side in front of the ball to stop the ball and throw my hip sideways into their, you know, hip to hip. That's a way to use your body up against them. That's legit. You know, you're not.
I didn't know that you were like new, like you know, into soccer.
Playing soccer when I was 5. I was the same age as Rampage when he started playing.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Team Rampage for the win. So you know, like you kind of experienced what it was like to be in youth soccer. You know, it's a lot of fun. The main thing for this age group is that they have fun. You know, you got to have fun, encourage them to come back. And then, you know, it's got to be something that they enjoy. So they will actually learn and the information sticks. So it was to this point with Rampage. They were on a rampage yesterday. I am not going to lie to you. One of the players, you know, I was teaching the kids about the center back's position, like center back position. And one of the kids goes, "That's not how center backs work." And I immediately said, "Go take a lap." I said, "Go run, go take a lap." And then,
that would be like, thank you for volunteering. Get going.
Drop and give me 50.
It wouldn't have been so bad.
That is a hard goal sergeant. You're like in one of those 5 push-ups.
They saw it. They saw him say that, and I was like, we ain't having none of that, dude. I said, "Go take a lap," and then he started stepping off, and I was like, "I'm just kidding. You don't got to do laps." I broke.
How many players do you have on the field at one time on your team?
So we're 7 on 7.
So you got 3, 1, and 3,
or
3, 2, and 2. How do you?
So yes, 3, 2, and 2.
So you got 3 backs, two midfielders, and two forwards or strikers.
Right. It's nice, dude. And we actually have a goalie too. Right. So it's 1 person in the goal, 2 center backs, and then three forward positions. The ones that run the whole field. I've got 3 of them running.
7 including a goalie?
Yeah, 7 including the goalie.
So you got 2, 3, and 1. And so you got the goalie. Usually we don't count the goalie. We just assume them as 0. So if it's 7 on 7, it's like 7 on 7 plus a goalie. That's usually how the terminology works.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's like you got 6 kids running up and down the field and then 1 goalie. So 7 on, and then I've got like 2 or 3 players that I can sub in at any given moment. So like I'm usually pretty good at that.
Term center back would be usually if you have an odd number of that first line of defense, or they're your defenders. In front of the goalie is your backs. And if it's the only one that's a center back is the one that plays in the middle. And then you have wing backs or left and right back or whatever.
Right
backs. You know, you just call it. So your kid is probably getting like hung up on the terminology of It's not a center back because there's no.
It's not in the center. Yes, it's the wing back or the right back, the left back. But if you're playing that back position, you're hanging back with the goalie, right? Like, so that's
Right.
As long as that is there, like in their brain, like let's say play center back, you're hanging back and you're protecting the goal. You're not going to try to strike and score a goal, because we need that defense. That's the biggest thing is protecting the goal in soccer, right? Like making sure that the other team doesn't score, and then letting the strikers do their job, which is like bring it up the field and work together to score. So I'm getting them like the idea that there are jobs,
Right.
Like in this
Backers, the backs play defense. The midfielders kind of go back and forth both ways. The midfielders kind of come back on defense and help out, or they bring the ball up and get it up to the strikers or the forwards. And then the forwards are the ones that their job is to get the ball into the goal. So they shouldn't be coming way back.
It's perfect because like I need to do more studying, right? And there is a lot like so this league going into this age group. I'll be the first to admit that like it is not the same. Whenever you have a ref and you have goalies and all this stuff, it is a completely
different than game. Like clinic level when they're just learning completely. So, but it's the same skills you're going to work on. It's just about there's more positioning involved and understanding what that role is. So you got 3 levels. You got defense, midfield, and forward. And whatever they want to call that, that's up, you can call it different words, but that's how you want it. Defenders are like from the midfield back to the goal. Midfielders kind of go from I don't know if you have all the lines on the field, but there's like the goalie box. They kind of play really, they play on from goalie box to some degree because they're really both front and back. And then forwards are playing like midfield forward to the goal.
Right on. Yeah. So I've got an idea of who to stick in the goal for the first half because it is 2 halves, right? It's not. We played 4 quarters last year, and now it's 2 halves, and I have an idea of who to put in the goal and who to stick next to him
you can make substitutions throughout. You should be able to make substitutions throughout the half too. Mm-hmm. I would rotate people all over, give them all opportunities to. You probably want to keep your bigger guys in the back to help out with defense, especially if they have a big leg. If they're fast enough to keep up with some of the forwards from the other team, you have the bigger guys that can get kind of stand up to them physically, get in their way, take the ball, and then boot it up the field to the midfielders or the forwards.
Right,
so clearing the ball. Big legs, and the ability to kind of defense is the most important part of soccer. It really is. Because if you have good defense and the better your defense is, the more you're going to take the ball away and move it up, and the more opportunities you'll have on offense.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting excited having this conversation with you because I already can kind of visualize who would be best in those positions, right? Like who's going to be my forwards for the game, who's going to be hanging back, and that's cool to see. Like I'm very like excited for Saturday now. Whereas it was a little intimidating going into this last practice. Not gonna lie, like having to actually do some studying myself and learning how to teach these positions to these kids that are they're eager to learn, but I don't want to be inadequate as a coach. I want to have enough fun with them, but also getting them set up for the years to come. So get into it, man.
Yeah, and you don't listen, it's a volunteer position. You're not getting paid, right? You're doing this for the love of the kids and the love of the game. The love of participating. It's okay for you to be learning while you're doing this. It's just a matter of you do have to learn. You're going to learn. Like my first year coaching football, I had never coached football. I only played a few years. I watched a lot of football. I knew a lot about the professional game, but I didn't know much about football. And I just was, I ended up being like the defensive coach for the team and calling the defense. And I learned a lot. And then after the second year, I held that position for that team. And those kids were all moving up to high school. They asked me to head coach a team. They needed a head coach. And so my first, I don't know, I might have shared this before. My first game as a head coach ever, the other team had Ty Law on the sidelines helping coach their team. His son was one of the players. His son was the quarterback. And they killed us. They absolutely killed us. We lost everybody that year because we only had like 14 kids on the team. It's really, really hard to put out to practice plays when you only have 4 kids to line up on the other side of the ball. How do you know
it doesn't help that you got a Hall of Famer helping the team?
Oh my God, dude, it was like, you can't write that story. You can't write that story. I'm like, Tyler, I'm fucking Tyler. That's Tyler.
Insane. You just pull up to the field and it's like, that's Tyler. We're skunked.
We knew coming up. We knew his son played. Actually, my son Rory, who's now 20, almost 22, he actually ended up making the all-star team from our region, went down to Florida that year or the next year. It might have been the next year, and played with Ty Law. Ty Law was also part of, it was AYF, Blackstone Valley, went down, came in second in our division down in Florida for the Super Bowl. So the AYF championships. So got to play with Ty Law's son, a couple of other big players. So it was a fun experience.
Yeah, that is a cool experience. Yeah, dude. Whenever we get out there and do our best to help them learn and then see them like flourish and then get these opportunities, that's the win for us. That's like, hey, we were out there, we were part of the journey. So it feels good. It definitely feels good, dude. I feel like my nephew is like very, very gifted at soccer. So like to just be part is my it makes me very proud. It makes me very proud for sure.
Bro, and you know this, but it really is about just getting an opportunity to spend time with him and the other kids, by the way. You're a positive influence on all of these kids, and you're helping them learn discipline, perseverance, dealing with adversity. Winning and losing doesn't matter. It's part of being a team, and your contribution matters even if you're not doing all of everything. And it's really important to. Those are all great things to be teaching kids. Oh my God, we should actually wrap this up. I have time to run through our processes before the SIP show, which is in 23 minutes. Anything else going on today, guys?
Yeah, I'm going to be jumping into the screen share channel there in the Zest Discord today for Zest Game Night around 1 p.m. ET. We're going to be checking out Marathon a little bit. We're going to be doing some ARC rating. We'll play a couple Discord games and just blow off some steam from a very busy week, man. It's been awesome to kind of see how everything is shaping up in the ecosystem and seeing activity ramp up. So just going to wind down and get ready for the weekend in the Zest Discord.
Right on. I'm not sure. We lost Hannah at the last minute. I was going to ask him. I thought he had something to say and he dropped out. I don't see him dropping back in. But we will be back in about 20 minutes with the SIP show. SIP show Friday. Another week in the books. Go. Thank you, GP. As always, great conversations, brother. Looking forward to seeing you grow and become a, maybe a high school soccer coach someday. Who knows? You follow these kids all over. Dude. But maybe we got Hannah here. Signing off for the day, brother. You got big plans for the weekend?
Yeah, not that much. So yeah, maybe we'll be spending time with Mrs. Like
you're gonna take her on that romantic camping trip to break the news.
Yeah, the agent sold our house.
You gotta keep them separated. You gotta keep them separated. You can't put it on your main machine. We tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a lazy weekend. Getting into the first month of the year soon, which is March. You know what I mean? We're gonna march.
We're gonna march.
Big
We're
shit.
gonna march on March. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just tell her you guys have
Come on.
you're gonna go on a long scenic tour, a camping out and marching tour. And then maybe she'll just fall in love with it. And you'll be like, honey, you know what? Let's just do this for the rest of our lives. We don't need a house.
Yeah, we're born pilgrims, so yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. We will see you back here on Monday. Stay tuned. 10:30 in just under 20 minutes, or just over 20 minutes. That was a quick rundown. We will have the SIP show touching base on a couple of SIPs that are coming up for vote. Very interesting stuff going on. You guys definitely need to know about it. We need participation. These votes don't matter if no one's participating. And you guys have been doing a great job participating, so I'm sure you will. But you can learn more about it today at 10:30. Sarah will be back with us in a little bit. In the meantime, I am Peace Love Music. We are DeOrganized Media coming at you live on Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.
Smile away, boy. Smile away.
I love my goofballs.
Peace.
I am a goofball. Actually, it's really what it boils down to. See you soon.
Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news, Ethereum, Solana, and stacks and other L2s. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people DeOrganized media keeps the mind share growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The hunters tools they be showing. The AI Gale keeps them in clips that be glowing.